Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best budget gaming laptops in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 11. Gigabyte Aorus 15P. The Aorus 15P can play almost any game on ultra settings with ease, but a combination of bad battery life, hard-to-read key legends, and odd webcam placement makes it a poor fit to double as your work laptop. And Gigabyte offers limited support options compared with larger brands. The beautiful display on the Gigabyte Aorus 15P has an impressive 240Hz refresh rate, and it consistently delivered the highest frames per second rates of any laptop we tested across the board. It has the same great graphics card and processor as the Predator Triton 300, and both should be able to play games smoothly for years. However, the short battery life and unflattering webcam placement make the Aorus 15P less than ideal for leisure and work on the go. Also, the keyboard's backlight shines only through the main letters and symbols on each key, which makes the secondary media keys and symbols that don't light up a strain to read. Gigabyte doesn't offer phone support, so the Aorus isn't a good choice if you aren't comfortable doing some of your own troubleshooting, or waiting a few days for a response on a support ticket. Number 10. Acer Predator Triton 300. The Predator Triton 300 has a great graphics card and processor that will offer solid performance for years. But it can run pretty hot, and its quiet speakers are hard to hear over its loud fans. The powerful processor and graphics card at the heart of the Acer Predator Triton 300 can run almost any game well on high settings. Most people won't need more than the included 16 GB of RAM, and its 512 GB SSD has enough space to keep a few games installed. It's also easy to pop open the lid and upgrade both the RAM and storage. The Triton 300's battery life won't last a full day of schoolwork or light web browsing, but few gaming laptops at this price will. If you want to run graphics-intensive games on it, expect the fans to be at maximum to keep it from overheating, which may drown out the quiet speakers. Number 9. Dell G55505 High-Performance Gaming Laptop. Dell is another big brand and not normally associated with gaming, and yet there they are with 2 of our 6 picks for best budget gaming laptops. The second entry, the G515-5590 gaming laptop, is a 2019 model that still more than holds its own in the budget gaming laptop sector. Dell designed this laptop specifically for gaming. The interface is intuitive and easy to use, and it links all of your system settings with a gaming library for fine-tuning. Hardwired online gamers will appreciate the killer E2500 Gigabit Ethernet controller, which kills any latency issues you may normally experience in a budget laptop. The 9th Gen Intel Core processor and NVIDIA graphics keep things moving fast and furious, and the 15.6-inch screen is full HD. Number 8. Asus TUF A15 Laptop. If you want a great budget gaming laptop that won't freak out from the first bump or drop or fall, the Asus TUF A15 is as rugged as it is capable. Military-grade MIL, STD, 810H construction is the selling point here, and if you've ever had to live through a laptop that is just never quite the same after a relatively minor mishap, you will greatly appreciate the toughness of this laptop. But there are brains behind this brawn too. The AMD Ryzen 5 4600H processor can run up to 4 GHz, and the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1654GB GDDR6 graphics card make this a serious computer on top of being one that can take a licking. Cool extra perk, the Asus TUF A15 can be opened at the bottom for easy access in case you want to upgrade your memory or add as many as 2 more SSDs. Number 7. Dell Flagship G15 Ryzen Edition Gaming 15 Laptop. Think of how much a gaming laptop with a processor that cooks along at a base 3.3 GHz and can max boost up to 4.2 GHz would have cost just a couple of years ago. Then take a deep breath when you realize that you can score that kind of speed for under $900 in the form of the Dell Flagship G15 Ryzen Edition Gaming 15 Laptop. The AMD 6-core Ryzen 5 5600H processor, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 graphics card team up with a sharp 120Hz display and super responsive backlit keyboard to create a gaming computer that we frankly can't believe still lives in the sub-$1,000 price zone. An Alienware-inspired thermal cool system is the cherry on the sundae, and it will help keep the Dell flagship G15 Ryzen edition speeding along for a long time to come. Number 6. HP Victus 15.6-inch gaming laptop. We normally would advise budget gaming laptop shoppers to ignore the benchmarks, but for an $800 machine the HP Victus 15.6-inch gaming laptop's numbers are too good to not tout. The Intel 12th Gen Core i5 processor moves at up to 4.4 GHz, and the 1920 by 1080 screen qualifies as Full HD, a rare find at this price. We have always been a big fan of HP laptops in general for their reliability and brand reputation, but they're not a name normally associated with gaming. The Victus is of course also an excellent machine for everyday tasks, work and school, but it also shines as an entry-level gaming laptop. Number 5. MSI GL66. MSI not only makes mid-range laptops but also some high-end options. The GL66 has plenty going for it, including the latest Intel processors and NVIDIA GPUs. It's the perfect companion to take along with you to LAN events to enjoy some downtime with friends. It's also not bad looking. Even though we're only looking at budget-friendly laptops, the MSI GL66 is here if you have a little more to spend. Inside is an Intel Core i7-11800H, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 GPU, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. This all powers content to a 144Hz 15.6-inch 1080p display, allowing you to enjoy some buttersmooth gameplay. Our top pick is the excellent Acer Nitro 5, which is available in a number of configurations. Our chosen model includes a 10th Gen Intel CPU, dedicated RTX 3050 GPU, offers great value, and you'll enjoy all your favorite games on the 15.6-inch 144Hz display. It has everything you need to game on the go. But should you require something with a little power inside, there's always the Dell G15 with its stunning design, 11th Gen Intel CPU, dedicated RTX 3060 GPU, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and 512GB NVMe SSD to store all your favorite games. It may not be as fast as the competition at the same price, but it's a great overall gaming machine. Number 4. HP Pavilion Gaming 15Z. HP's Pavilion laptops may be more affordable than its premium family of notebooks, but they're still worth considering and are more than fine portable PCs. There are also a few gaming editions with dedicated GPUs if you fancy yourself some downtime after a hard day's work. We've selected the base model of the HP Pavilion Gaming 15Z with an AMD Ryzen 5 5600H CPU, dedicated NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650, 8GB of RAM, and 256GB of SSD storage. This is more than enough for playing even more demanding games, so long as you don't mind turning the visual settings down a little. If you are looking to buy this gaming laptop, we'd recommend that the base 60Hz 1080p display be upgraded to the 144Hz panel to really enjoy fluid gameplay. Number 3. MSI GF63 Thin. Like the Acer Nitro 5, MSI made a great budget laptop that can easily be upgraded by the owner. The MSI GF63 Thin is an attractive budget-friendly gaming laptop with plenty to love. If you want to spend as little as possible, but still walk away with a dedicated GPU inside the notebook, this is about as good as you'll get. Advertisement: this was one of MSI's first laptops to contain 9th Gen Intel processors, which is precisely what we're getting here. It's an Intel Core i5-9300H, an older yet still capable CPU. The GPU is the trusty mobile NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650, and you get 8GB of DDR4 RAM, as well as a 256GB NVMe SSD. The RAM may sound like not enough, but this can be upgraded to a maximum of 64GB. This can transform the MSI GF63 Thin into one awesome gaming laptop. Number 2. Dell G15. Dell makes some of the best Windows laptops around, including the exceptional Dell XPS 13. The company makes gaming notebooks too and is responsible for the Alienware series of products. The G15 isn't quite at the level of Alienware laptops, but Dell managed to throw in some killer components for gaming on the go. Inside, You'll find an 11th Gen Intel Core i7-11800H CPU for this model specifically. As well as that 8-core processor with 24 MB of cache, you've got a dedicated NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 graphics card with 6 GB of GDDR6 RAM. Then there's the 16 GB of DDR4, 3200 RAM and 512 GB PCIe NVMe SSD. You'll easily play your favorite games without issue on this laptop. The most important component for gaming is the graphics card, and even the mobile version of the RTX 3060 is a great little GPU. Number 1. Acer Nitro 5. The best gaming laptops have traditionally been expensive, bulky, and sluggish in actual games. But this all changed with the advancement of technology, allowing companies to make laptops like the excellent Acer Nitro 5. This is a mid-range notebook but has some impressive specifications for playing the latest PC games. Inside, choosing this specific model, we've got an Intel Core i5-10300H processor, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 GPU, 15.6-inch 144Hz 1080p display, 8 GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 256 GB NVMe SSD. The RAM and SSD aren't particularly amazing, but you can upgrade both components with your own purchased hardware. This laptop won't win any awards in benchmarks, nor will it allow you to play games with all visual settings set to maximum. The battery life is fairly decent, and you've got enough performance to play all games so long as you're conservative with the settings.